Right. Well, hello, dear ones. We are SOTU, your friendly oversoul. And we are here today to speak to you on the day before Valentine's Day about the dynamic of love. We've been asked recently about the dynamic of love and asked to define it. And we had to bring to the person's attention that there are, in fact, any number of definitions for love. But that love, true love, is a dynamic of energy freely given and received in every moment. We would ask when people say, does this person love me? Do I love that person? We will often ask them the question, well, is their happiness more important than your own? And you might ask yourself that question as well. Is the person that you are in relationship with, or the person that you wish to be in relationship with, is their happiness more important than your own? Now, understand, dear ones, that in the dynamic of one-way love, that is martyrhood, because you're always either giving love or you're always receiving love. You as human beings, you practice that dynamic of one-way love, where you generally have one person being a caretaker, which is the person that is almost always giving love, and then the other person being needy, which is the person that is receiving love, and it is very so. And you can change roles. Please don't get us wrong in that dynamic. You can certainly change roles, and some of you do very often. But again, it's one-way love. It's not that dynamic that is freely given and received in every moment, which requires both people, or all the people, let us say, in a relationship to have as their primary goal the happiness of the other person being more important than their own. Now, that whole dynamic of love is only achieved, we would suggest to you, by few in a given lifetime. And we would suggest to you that many of you are more involved in the dynamics of karma in your relationships. So, those of you that do have sympathetic resonance and are involved in a dynamic of synergy in your realities and in your relationships, then that is not your issue in this lifetime. But love for all of you is misunderstood. Love is just the pure creative energy of all that is. Love. And in the dynamic of earthly humanity and its true empowerment, you as a species have the ability to come together in a group conscious mind while at the same time maintaining your individuality. Because it is when you work together as a group, when you can get on the same page, when you can put aside the divisiveness, when you can put aside the anger, when you can put aside the triggers and open to new possibilities, you can begin to create realities for yourself that are beyond your imagination. And so we say to you, dear ones, at this very particular time of love, put down your swords, dear ones. Try to move beyond the dynamic of divisiveness. Find those things that are triggering you and deal with them. Find out what is really underneath it. It is more than just a hatred for this particular person or that particular person. If you are being triggered by something, there is something within you that is not healed. And it is only until you can move beyond those dynamics that you can cease, that you can stop being triggered. It's an incremental journey, dear ones. You're not going to do it overnight, but it begins with desire, your desire to be more. And the energy from within, the energy of the divine, is on an ever-increasing basis urging you to be more. You're not going to escape it. If you are incarnate on this planet, you are feeling it. We know you are. And so it's time for you to consider. Put down the divisiveness. Try to find a way to work together. For it is only by working together that you will achieve that dynamic of an advanced civilization that measures itself by how well the least of its citizens are doing, the least of its people are doing, the least of its species are doing, rather than the best. Take off the labels, expand your possibilities, and you can find the answers to all the problems in your realities. Be the peacemakers. Be the problem solvers. And so, in order to assist you in that dynamic, we are announcing that we will participate in a weekly radio show on Blog Talk Radio called Healing the Rift, where we will work with the channel Josh and Adrienne and others, guests and call-ins, to examine personal dynamics, dynamics of the species, dynamics of the divine, and to tie them together in such a way as to perhaps, for the first time in your lives, make sense of it all. We are SOTU, and we love you all so very, very much. And so hopefully on March the 3rd at 11 a.m. in the morning, you will check out Healing the Rift with Josh, Adrienne, and us, SOTU. We love you all so very, very much. And so until the next time we close, sending you peace, sending you happiness, sending you joy.